Honestly, everyone has a dream. Shoving it out of my mind, I don't care. You actually have to sit down and budget. Yeah. Welcome. Hi, my name is Hilary Allison, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is my very first video and I'm very excited. It's been a long road getting here, but I'm excited that I have finally taken the chance to film my very first video. So let's get into it. So as the title says, today I'm going to be talking about how to start something or how to start anything. Honestly, everyone has a dream. Everyone has something they want to do. Everyone has something they want to pursue, from positions to businesses, careers, families, whatever it is, spiritual growth, whatever it is. Everyone has a desire to do something. So how can we make sure we actually attain the things that we want to do, to make sure that we actually accomplish the goals that we have? I'm not saying I have all the answers for everything, but from my experience, I think there are 3 things whenever you are entering anything new or venturing into something new, you should consider. And so before I get into that, I just want to encourage you, if this is the kind of content that you like, or you know someone who likes this, like it and share this video. It really will mean a lot. All right, so our very first point is to count the cost. Yes, before you start anything, you need to count the cost. And what do I mean by this? Basically, it means sitting down to literally see, what is this thing going to cost you? For example, if you're starting a business, you need to sit down and see, where am I going to get these materials from? Let's say you want to start a business and you have a 9-to-5, or you're in school. You're going to have to look at, where am I going to get the materials from? The cost of time. When can I actually be scheduling to make sure that I'm moving forward in this venture that I'm starting? You're going to have to look at people, things like that. You're going to have to look at the side of knowledge. Maybe is this something you're going to need more classes on? Do you need to take a course on to deepen your understanding? Financial cost. Another thing, I think in almost anything there's some sort of financial cost. What is it going to cost you? Let's say you want to have a good marriage. Okay, I don't even know why I decided to use marriage. Oh goodness. So let's see, counting the cost of marriage, because it means that you are going to be someone who decides that you're going to have to work on yourself continuously. It means whoever you marry, you're going to love through everything. It means sitting down and actually reading books on relationships and marriage, taking the time to actually know yourself, taking the time to see, can I get married in so and so years? If so, what do I actually need to do? Counting the cost might be you actually need to be saving up and buying some dresses and things like that, and going out and networking and expanding your pool to choose from. Counting your cost can look like so many things, but I think in everything that we do, you count the cost. Even in finances, if you want to grow your finances, you count the cost. What do I mean by that? You actually have to sit down and budget. Yeah, budgeting is a form of counting your cost, because you have a set amount of money and you're sitting down and you're telling your money what to do, and you are setting financial goals for savings, for investments, for whatever it is. In everything, I really do believe there's a form of sitting down to count the cost. All right, if you're loving things so far, again, like this and send it to someone who you think this will benefit. All right, and our second point, the second point I want to talk about is overcoming yourself. When you want to do something that is new, even if it's not necessarily new to the world or a new invention, but new to you or new to the environment around you, you're going to have to overcome yourself. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes we think about the fact that, oh, people are going to say this and this and this, But that wouldn't matter to us if we've overcome ourselves, overcoming our own self-doubts, overcoming our own thoughts of, I don't think I can do this, overcoming our thoughts of, is this really for me? Overcoming ourselves. That's what I mean. Because before you are going to be able to tell someone, no, I really think I can do this, or when people are on you that this is not going to work and you need to keep going, the only reason you're going to be able to keep going is if you've overcome yourself, which means overcoming your doubts and negative thoughts and actually sitting down to address the doubts. Because sometimes the doubts are reasonable. Like maybe it's about, where am I going to get this money from, or this and this, like sitting down to address them and then building a conviction that this is what I want to do. I'm going to go after it, come rain or shine, and taking the time to be evaluating along the way. But that's me digressing. The main point is you're going to have to overcome the negative talk in your mind. The negative talk that says you can't do this. The negative talk that says this is beyond me. The negative talk that says maybe I should wait for the next 20 years. Maybe then I'll be better for this. The negative talk that says, I don't know if this is for me. That kind of talk. And look, this doesn't mean you ignore it. You need to sit down. Why do you think this is not for you? Why do you think you can't do it? Why do you think this is not for you? Why do you think it's never going to work for you? You need to sit down and actually address those things. And that's what I mean by overcoming yourself. And it's a process. It's not a one-day thing. It's not a, oh, I'm shoving it out of my mind. I don't care. I'm going to pretend as if I don't have any doubts. No, that's a lie. Because when you're starting something, especially something new to you, you're going to be a bit scared. But you have to go anyway. But it's important. Sit down. Have a talk with yourself. And actually come to the point where you think you can do this, even if you don't fully believe it. As you're growing, confidence will grow. As you are making mistakes and learning, talking to people in the field, all those things, you'll get better. But the first thing is you need to start overcoming yourself. And as you are venturing in more and more, you will find that you're overcoming yourself more and more. So don't let your doubts be the thing that stops you from starting something. Sit down, evaluate things. Why do I think I can't do this? All right. And our final points. Honestly, I like short videos. Like, I'm someone who has been watching YouTube for a while, and videos that are like 30 minutes, I'm like, hey, it has to be super interesting. So I'm really trying to keep this video as short as I can. And I hope you're enjoying things so far. Let me know in the comments so far, what are you thinking about the points that I'm raising? Finally, use what is in your hand. This is something that stops so many people. I can use myself as an example. Currently, I'm doing makeup as a part-time gig. And I remember when I was first starting, I didn't want to start because getting into makeup is expensive. And I felt like, I didn't have anything for a third party or a second party or anything. I only had makeup for myself. And so I was like, you know, the cost is expensive, all of that. But I think one day I realized, no, I want to do this thing. And then I had to overcome the point of, can I even do this thing? Because I was scared. It's one thing to do makeup on yourself. It's another to do it on someone else. Very different. Just because you're good on yourself doesn't mean you'll be good on others. And yeah. So I think I had to sit down and realize, no, I think if I practice, I'll get there. I think I can become a good makeup artist, but I just need to practice. I need to learn. I need to be on YouTube watching what I can. And if I have the opportunity to take a course, I'll take it. And so I had some money saved up. And you know what? I went and I bought Drugstore and I watched a few videos. What are the must-haves when you're starting makeup you should have? And I bought a very basic kit. I think the kit was less than $100, like a very, very basic kit. But that's why I started, and my kit has grown because I've been doing the makeup for more than a year now. And it's grown a bit, like it's still the basic, but a few things are now there. And I've learned some things I didn't know before. I'm even like learning online all the time. So That's just my experience. Use what's in your hand. What is in your hand to start? Maybe you want to start a business. Look, you don't have everything. Maybe you want to start a restaurant. You don't have a building, all these things. But you can start by simple people around you who have that problem of cooking. You can be like, oh, I can buy the groceries. I'll do this for you. Starting small. So where are you at? Ask yourself, where am I at? Start where you are. Maybe you want to actually hit a financial goal this year. Sit down. Do I have debts? Do I even know anything about growing money, multiplying money, attracting money? What do you have? Start from there. Maybe all you have is YouTube. Start from there. Maybe that's all you have, because honestly, knowledge is power, and when you know something, you are able to do something different. Like when you know something new, you're able to do something different. So I think that's all I have today. Honestly, I keep looking down because I made notes. But yes, so it's important. So just as a quick summary, I said count the cost. You need to know what you're heading into. Overcome yourself. Get to know yourself. Overcome fear and doubt, and take one step at a time. Use what is in your hand. You won't have it all, ever. I don't know, maybe you will, or maybe you won't. But at the beginning, you definitely will not have it all. So start with what's in your hand. Thank you guys so much for watching to the very end. Again, please like this. Comment, like tell me, what do you think about what I said? Have you, or when you review yourself, do you see any of these things that came to play, or you'd have benefited from knowing any of these things? And finally, share this video. Like, you can't come and get this knowledge and look at me and all of that and you share this video. So please do that for me. Thank you so very much. This is Hillary Allison, and thank you again. Bye.